You know what, chat? I've never watched one of his videos before. But fuck it, we're watching this one.
Luke here with the Outdoor Boys YouTube channel, and welcome to the interior of Alaska. I'm going to be camping in the snow without a tent for the next 3 days. I'll be building survival shelters, sleeping under animal hides, making bushcraft projects next to the fire, and cooking amazing food.
That's a crab? How do you cook a crab in fucking middle of the Arctic?
Well, we've had a really weird winter here in Alaska, and it's been cold, then hot, then cold again. But the good news is the snow's not too deep and the swamps are all frozen, so I can really get out and explore places I otherwise couldn't access. I got myself pretty wet. Looks like there's a little ditch or creek here, so I stopped to get out and walk it before I try to take the K-truck into it. And there's a booby trap right here. Look at that. It's just snow floating on water. Then I walked onto it and sunk into mud up to here. I think I'll just go around.
Bro.
Been driving around for about 2.5 hours. I think it's about time to look for a place to camp.
Those triangle tires are so ugly.
Oh, no.
Oh my
At
God,
UTI
dude.
Canton, in just 7 to 16 months, you can learn the skills needed to...
Yeah, there we go.
Chat, y'all want to see me do some shit like this? Go camping on the stream.
Go look around for some dead trees.
Yeah, bro. Go ahead. Link it or text it in the chat.
It's going to be pitch black by 4 p.m. today. I have about an hour and a half before sunset, and it's really hard to find dead trees in the dark.
Oh, man.
There's an invasive beetle called the Japanese spruce bark beetle. It's wiping out a lot of the spruce trees in this area. So a lot of the trees are sick or dead. In the summertime, this place is a massive forest fire hazard. So burning up the dead trees in the wintertime can actually be a real good thing. Seems like a lot of wood, but it's not. If you want to keep warm for 18 hours of darkness, plus have a shelter, it takes a lot. Sun's setting, I gotta bust out my lights. I use these bicycle lights that have a GoPro mount.
Man. I'll react to it as soon
I
as
got
I'm
this
done
on a
with this
trip
video.
to Kyoto when Tommy was just little.
Or I think that's a short. For your help. But better. How much is your fucking jackpot, man? On God he is, bro. That's why I feel like I gotta watch. I always die in my Minecraft.
Gotta get a fire going and dry my pants off. It's not a big deal while I'm moving around, but once I stop to eat dinner, it's gonna get real cold. Always got to make sure to put your flint and steel away. It's so easy to get focused on the fire and then drop it in the snow and lose it.
I thought, dude, on God, I thought a flint and steel was just like another word for like a lighter. Like an old school lighter.
Everything's covered in ice and
Like
snow,
something like
so I
this,
put the
but, like,
firewood
blocky.
around the fire until it starts to catch. Then I put it out and stack it up next to the fire.
Dude, what the fuck? He's sleeping with base settings, bro. Ain't no customization. Bro got default skin. What the fuck? Oh shit, he's making like a house. I thought he was about to just sleep under the stars type shit.
I don't have enough limbs to cover it all the way to the top, but that'll make a good windbreak.
So wait, he builds that in front of the house or the fire? Both?
All this wood covered in ice and snow, we gotta prop it up against the heat reflector and dry it out.
Wouldn't it just be better to go get dry wood?
Oh, just looked at
What
my
up,
clock and
Tavon?
it's 7:30. So just about
I'm not gonna
5
lie,
hours
bro.
to cut down all these
I
trees
got an
and build
hour
this
left,
shelter. Pretty
and
proud
I
of that.
died in
That's
Minecraft,
a lot of wood I cut.
Siege in
Shelter's
Minecraft,
obviously
right now, bro.
not as good as it could be, but it's good as it's gonna be tonight. Hang up my clothes.
Bro, that's
and let 'em
calm. You
dry.
made that from nothing.
My gloves are wet. Boots are wet. These logs are frozen and covered in ice. Makes them really cold and it's gonna get me wet. So we gotta dry them.
So you dry them by setting them on fire? What the fuck? Unless you want to help me pick the thing chat wants to do for my room.
There you go. I brought some caribou hides to sleep on. I'm getting old.
No,
I
I've
need
never
padding.
watched them before. It was just on my recommend.
Brought along a buffalo hide too as a blanket.
So,
Oh.
I mean, I've seen clips of them on TikTok. So.
Whew, tired. Need to get
Bro
some dinner
has a
made.
buffalo as a blanket, dog. Buddy thinks he's a fucking native.
Tell you what, I really like these heat reflectors. When you build a wall behind your fire, it absorbs the heat of the fire and then reflects it back towards you. But more importantly, it acts as a windbreak and keeps the wind from blowing the smoke in your face. It's really nice. All right, for dinner I've got moose fajitas. I prepped up all the meat and seasonings and vegetables and everything in this little package and froze it. Now I'm just gonna put it in a pot of boiling water to heat it back up. Not a bad meal when you don't have time to do fancy stuff.
Ain't no hot sauce.
Got a moose fajita with a little bit of guacamole.
Bro, you can bring guacamole.
No,
but
I'm
you can't
hungry.
bring no Franks,
It's about
bro.
9 p.m.
Some Frank's
I haven't
hot
eaten
sauce
since
like
breakfast. Oh, that's good. All right, let's do the dishes.
gang ain't used no soap. All the flavors still on there.
I have a little bit of firewood, but not enough to get me through the rest of the night. I need to go cut some more firewood.
So if you're willing to cut firewood in the night, why weren't you willing to put down proper logs that weren't wet? Like, I would understand if you were like racing against the time, but I don't know.
I'm gonna sit here and eat some chocolate covered almonds and dry my boots out. Oh, I'm so tired. Oh, it's already 10 p.m. I gotta get to bed here soon.
Chocolate covered almonds. I've heard of like chocolate covered raisins, chocolate covered this, that.
Oh, if I go to bed with wet socks, my feet are gonna be so cold. And if I don't dry my boots out, they'll freeze in the morning and I won't be able to get them on because they'll just be like as solid as a rock. So I've got to go and dry out my boots, dry out my pants, dry out my socks. Whew. Look at the steam coming off there.
Oh, that's literally just coming straight off the steam.
All right, it's time to cuddle up with my buffalo hide, go to sleep. Probably have to stoke the fire every 3-4 hours, but that's pretty normal. All right, guys, I'll see you in the morning. Hey, good morning. Oh, this fire's been keeping this place really warm. I keep forgetting how cold it is, and then the fire will die down. I'll be like, dang, it's really cold out. As long as the fire's roaring, this place holds the heat pretty well. All right, I think it's time to get up, try to make some breakfast.
Fuck these weak ass ads. Tough knife, bro. That knife looked calm. Heat that bad bit up.
Gonna rub some butter on this warm tortilla and put cinnamon sugar on it.
So like that's all you're eating
That's
for
good.
breakfast?
If you ever had cinnamon toast or a sopapilla, it kind of tastes like that. Got some steel cut Irish oatmeal here. This is the good stuff.
Oatmeal
little
is
butter,
sick.
brown sugar, and raisins.
Ew, cuz I don't even want to watch you eat that. Not even gonna lie. Oatmeal is disgusting. Chopping them motherfuckers like the Americans in the fucking Anaconda. Or not Anaconda, Amazon. Holy shit. I'm 23 hours in. I am feeling tired. I'm speaking stupid. That's how you know it's bad.
This thatching only does a marginal job of keeping the wind out, but once you get a little bit of snow on top of it, then it's absolutely airtight. The trick is that you got to make it thick enough and far enough away from the fire that when you've got a nice big roaring fire in here, you don't have drips of water from melting snow. Hopefully we got it right. Well, that's not too shabby. That's a proper wall. I think the next thing I want to do is improve my bed. It was a little bit narrow last night. I kept trying to roll off. And I wouldn't mind having that footrest a bit bigger too. Dry out this log before I put it in my bed. I piled up a bunch of logs over there as a bit of a windbreak to keep cold air from going underneath my bed. Now they got the shelter built, I don't think it's really necessary, so I'm going to use that for my firewood tonight.
I'm fighting sleep.
Shelter's feeling nice and tidy. The bed's feeling better. I got more of a platform. Got some firewood drying. I think it's time to eat some food. A friend of mine gave me these hot dogs. I think they're made out of caribou. Excited to try them out.
Ugh, they look black.
They smell
in the
good.
Wrapper.
That's a good hot dog.
Ketchup Frank?
I think I worked up a 2 hot dog appetite.
Ugh, 2 ketchup glicks is crazy. Not even no mustard.
But I want to do a little project. I want to build a cooking griddle. This is a 22 gauge weldable steel. That's not very even.
Tough.
It's an ugly freehand oval right there. I got this little stump anvil right here. You don't need anything fancy like this, a rock will do.
What about my
Just put a little lip on the edge
car?
of it,
Will that
knocked
be
off
able
all
to
the sharp
drive through
bits.
the fucking
Now
snow
it's
like yours,
really
or do I
stiff and
need
rigid,
something fancy
and
for that?
your food won't spill off the edge. Got a little bit of steel rod here. Heat that up in the fire.
Man.
There we go. Right. That's a little griddle. It's kind of ugly shaped, but that's what happens when you do it freehand. But now we got to season it. Got a little peanut oil. And get the handles too. Let that bake. Do a couple layers.
Listen, you want to skip this ad. I would too. But what if I told you there's a skip ad?
Nope.
Seasoned frying pan.
Fuck you, buddy.
It's ready
We're
for cooking.
skipping that ad.
Well, it's about 6:30 and I think it's time for dinner. So for dinner, I got something special. Got king crab legs. Last winter, I went up to Nome with my son Nathan and we caught king crab through the ice. I've got this little jar with garlic and butter in it. Just kind of loosen the lid, sit that right by the fire. Look at the size of that crab leg.
They need to like properly season that thing though. Let it marinate.
Oh, that was so warm and delicious. When you cook the crabs over the fire too, it makes their shells brittle. Makes it a lot easier to shell them. You just use your hands. You gotta eat quick. Things cool off really quick around here. Look at that, that's just from one knuckle. Barely fits in the jar. Oh,
damn,
that's
bro,
messy but good.
Since I've had some crab, I'm trying to eat.
I got a full belly and a big fire. Gonna listen to an audiobook. Just kind of relax for an hour or so before bedtime. Oh, it's getting late. I should hop into bed. Definitely feel like this shelter's a lot warmer than yesterday. The air's just not moving as much. I got the heat reflecting off this side wall and the whole thing's just a better wind block. It's nice having a little bit more of a platform to stand on. Got more room to dry my boots. Forgot to dry my socks out before going to bed. But with this nice little step right here, I can just stick my feet out. They're all nice and toasty. I'm gonna put the camera down. I'll see you guys in a little bit. Had to stoke the fire a couple times, but stayed warm. But my back is sore.
Dog.
Oh, my back. Feel like I...
Bro, guys, I know my back don't feel like his because he's like some fucking Alaskan countryman dude who be like building shit and lifting shit all day. But when I tell you, sitting here, I never thought my body would hurt more than like just mental like boredom. But dude, my back and neck have hurt since probably before we even started playing Outlast. And it still hurts. But hey. 24.
I was run over by a truck, but I'm warm. Oh. Well, it's about 7:30. I think it's time to go test out that griddle and make some breakfast. Okay, corned beef hash. Oh, it's so frozen.
Yeah. Y'all want to see him eat that nasty ass shit.
Ways home, so hopefully it'll start up on me. Ah, sure is nice when things work. Yeah, you definitely want to make sure that car is working before you put your fire out. Alright. Gotta work on my backing up. If you like that video, make sure to check out the Outdoor Boys YouTube channel, where we have hundreds of videos just like this. And if you want to see our newest adventures, make sure to click subscribe. Luke here at the Outdoor Boys YouTube channel, and it's a cold winter day here in Alaska. I'm going to spend the night out here with no tent, no sleeping bag, no tarp. And I'm going to be surviving well. I'm going to show you how to do it too. gonna try to go up in those mountains. No
Dude, it's
trail,
beautiful
so we're
out
just
there
gonna
in
have to
the
find
day.
our way. As you can see, there's a lot of dead wood around. That's why I chose this place. Plenty of firewood, plenty of wood to make my shelter, but there's also a lot of rabbits around. I'm seeing snowshoe hare tracks everywhere. These are snowshoe hare tracks. If we see one, we're definitely taking it for dinner.
Yep, he's about to kill a rabbit.
More snowshoe hare tracks. That'd be a great place to set a snare. Well, I got a late start and the sun's gonna set on me in a few hours, so I'm really looking for a campsite. I don't have time to build an elaborate structure, so I need a site that will allow me to get something comfy quick. I'm not sure exactly what that will be. There's a lot of good firewood around here. All this standing deadwood is perfect. You can rip it right off without a saw, so it's very quick and easy. And it's standing, so it's not covered in ice and snow, so it'll burn well. I can also tell from the type of trees that this isn't muddy, swampy ground. You really don't want to set up your camp on top of a frozen swamp, only to have it thaw out and turn into a mud hole. Check it out, it looks like a bulldozer just went through the forest. That's from a windstorm. Fire came through this forest and killed most of the trees a number of years ago. And then a windstorm came up and all the dead trees didn't have the strength anymore and they just flattened them. It only flattened this area on the ridge because the ridge is more exposed to the wind. See something down there that might make a good campsite.
Bro literally plays Minecraft IRL.
It's hard to walk amongst all these down trees. They're covered with just enough snow that you can't really see where the holes are. I keep punching through and falling down. Oh, I am so hungry. It's almost sunset and I haven't had anything to eat since breakfast. It took me way too long to get out here. And the hiking's been harder than I expected. All right, this is what I was looking for. One of these large dead trees has fallen over in the windstorm and this root ball is pulled up. It's a giant fireproof wall I don't have to build, and that's a really good thing. Not a lot of wind today, but I'm in this little nook along this ridge, so it's pretty sheltered over here, and certainly is a lot of dead wood. So I think we need to start getting going and build a fire. Man, I'll tell you what, it is cold. It's about 0 degrees Fahrenheit right now. I was all sweaty when I was walking around, but I am starting to get cold in a hurry. I got a piece of flint and a steel striker. So I'm gonna need is a piece of char cloth. This is just an old linen shirt that I charred in a fire.
Holy shit,
You want to hold it
so tired, Chet.
somewhere close to where the sparks are gonna go. Just need one of these sparks to hit the char cloth. See, there we go. See, caught a little ember in there. Now we're gonna wrap that in a cotton ball. There we go. It's burning. Okay, now let's get this down in here. There we go. Gonna throw these pieces of birch bark in there. Try to get this thing going. There we go. Starting to catch. Oh, gonna warm my fingers up. That didn't want to light. I had to use all my char cloth and all my cotton balls to get that started. Really don't want this fire to go out. It's gonna get even colder tonight, I'm sure of it. All right, we're gonna need a lot more wood. I'm just building the biggest bonfire I can. I want to melt all the snow around my shelter. I want to heat up the ground and heat up that root ball. By the time I get ready for bed, everything's got to be bone dry and warm. You don't want to build the fire up tall because all the heat just goes up. I want to spread it out so that it'll melt that ground as evenly and quickly as possible. All right, next on my agenda, I need to find 10 straight small spruce trees. This time of year, the sun sets around 5 p.m. and won't be up until 10 a.m. That's about 17 hours of darkness. So I've got to have a lot of firewood if I'm going to keep from freezing tonight.
I really don't think you guys understand how excited I am to fucking go to sleep, bro.
Because I got to work in the dark so much, I've got to bring a ton of lights, both for the camera and for myself. Every time I do one of these trips, I bring about 5 to 10 pounds worth of batteries and lights. I'm getting pretty thirsty, so I'm gonna start melting some snow.
Is that like, that ain't got no bacteria in it?
I filled that pot full of snow up to the brim, and you can see it's only about 1/3 full of water. Got to melt a lot of snow to get water. You can see there's a bunch of dirt and pieces of wood in the bottom of the pot. No matter how clean the snow looks, there's always stuff in it. It's harmless, but you know, you don't want to drink it. I'm gonna probably have to do this 4 times tonight. I need a lot of water. My inReach keeps beeping at me, saying low temperature warning. Okay, we're gonna put it in my pocket. Feels like it's getting below 0 degrees Fahrenheit. All my batteries and lights and everything will start getting really affected by the cold.
Is that what you really...
Fuck you.
That's a decent pile of wood. That's a good start.
shit don't even look like he's making a house. This shit looks like he's making like some fucking ritual wall or some shit.
Well, there we go. Got myself a shelter. Took me about 3.5 hours to build it. And it is roasting hot in here. It's like sitting inside a pizza oven. All this dirt below me and behind me holds the heat really well. So I've got heat radiating on my back. I got heat coming up from below, and I got the fire off to my left. It's pretty toasty. These logs are still a bit cold, but they'll warm up soon enough. Got a few more things I want to do before I go to sleep, but I am so hungry. I need to stop and make some dinner. All right. For dinner, I brought along some moose ribs. These are just 2 ribs from the moose I shot this fall. Got some garlic, salt, and pepper. All right. We want to cook these on a low heat very slowly. Well, there we go. Got the moose ribs buried in hot coals and dirt. The coals are really hot right now, but they're gonna cool off pretty quick. And we're gonna just let that sit for a couple hours. The gloves are pretty wet already. I just hang them out and dry them. Gotta get everything dry before bedtime. You can see how wet my boots are. Look at the steam coming off them. I gotta get those dry too. While I wait for those ribs to cook, I'm gonna go ahead and make up some bread dough. We've got some bread flour and yeast in here, and I'm just gonna add a little water to it. Got my bread dough mixed up. I'm gonna let it just sit by the fire tonight. By tomorrow, it'll be nice and fermented and ready to make bread. While I wait for the ribs, I'm gonna go ahead and make some soup for dinner. All right, I'm gonna add a little ugali to my chicken noodle soup to give it a little bit more calories. Ugali is just ground up white corn maize, and it's a staple food in East Africa. It tastes like grits, and it's a great way to give a stew a little bit more body to it. Oh, I can smell the moose. It's cooking a little too fast. Nothing fancy, just a thick chicken noodle soup. Oh man, it hits the spot. All right, let's check out this moose. Oh yeah. Whoa. Oh, that's actually pretty soft. Oh, I think I nailed that. Look at that beautiful piece of moose meat.
Bro, I want to try elk and like moose so bad.
Oh, that's so good. Yeah, moose ribs are good. We've been eating a lot of moose this fall. That moose I shot had 567 pounds of meat. We donated all but like 30, 40 pounds of meat, but still, that's a lot. We've been really enjoying it. Some barbecue sauce here. Oh, the barbecue sauce is mostly frozen.
I was about to say, how is it not frozen?
That came out just perfect. Oh, that was good. There we go. That was delicious. Oh man, I was so hungry. Well, all right, guys, it's 10:30. Got a belly full of food. Got a roaring fire. Got firewood drying around the side of the fire, and my bed's pretty warm. I think the biggest problem is going to be my back. This is not comfy. It's better than sleeping on concrete, but only barely. The only thing to sleep in I brought was this wool blanket, but honestly I'm going to use it as a pillow. I'm going to put my hip bone right on the balaclava to try to keep from hurting my hip in the middle of the night. We'll see what happens, but I'm going to try to get some sleep. I'm pretty tired. At any rate, I'm going to put the camera up.
Dude,
and we'll see how this goes. Oh. All right, good night.
Hey, it's about 7:40 in the morning and my back is killing me. Stayed mostly warm throughout the night, had to get up and stoke the fire a bunch. Even had to go cut a little bit of firewood around 4 a.m. Man, oh, my back is sore. I never sleep well sleeping on wood beds like this. Oh. Yeah, I mean, it's better than sleeping on the ground, but it's hard.
My bread dough rose a bit. One side's frozen and the other side's warm. They're kind of like me. I need to get some more coals going for my breakfast, so I'm using this thinner stuff to make coals. Didn't bring a cooking griddle or anything like that. This is real bare minimum camping today. So we're gonna make bread straight on the coals.
What the fuck? Yo. You can just eat that? There's literally coals on it.
It's looking pretty good.
Bro, I'm not eating that.
Yeah.
He does it again?
Oh, my butter is so frozen. All right. Melted butter and warm honey. Oh, that's pretty good. Flour is such a great backpacking food. It's so light, it's non-perishable, and it just makes the most delicious things. That's good.
Well, it's about 8:50 and we're starting to see some color in the sky. Sun's gonna be up probably in the next 30 minutes or so. I'll tell you what, it was definitely below zero and I stayed warm. My back's killing me, but I was warm. You know, I've tried out a lot of different survival shelters and hands down, this is my favorite one if you're dealing with cold weather. If you're getting rained on or snowed on or there's lots of wind, a lean-to might be better, but if you're just straight up trying to survive the cold, this is the best. The shelter isn't complicated. The key is just making sure you warm up the ground and warm up whatever's going to be behind you. The second key is to try to get your bed higher than the fire. Heat goes up, and so that if you're slightly elevated, you're going to catch a lot more of that fire's heat than if you were down on the ground with the fire. I think this shelter would work in even colder conditions than what I got right now. Just make these rails longer, and then if you start to get cold in the middle of the night because that root ball is cooled off too much or the ground underneath you's cooled off too much, I would just take this fire and kick it underneath the bed, then scoot the bed over here and switch places with the fire. And you could just do that every couple hours and then constantly be above hot ground. I think if you had plenty of fuel and you just kept switching sides like that, you could probably last in like -20 or some really awful temperatures. You wouldn't get much sleep, but you would make it through the night. Well, this has been fun, but I think it's time to pack it up.
Topgolf is introducing free playtime. Anytime. Waggles on a Wednesday? Free. Saturday morning smiles, free. Sunday fun day with
Well, you might have noticed this video is a bit shorter than my typical video, and there's a couple reasons for that. One is I am exhausted. My wife Rebecca and I just got back from a trip to Palau, and we're super jet lagged. Combining that with sleeping on that hardwood, I'm wiped out. But it was one of those things where time was tight, and if I was gonna get any video, I had to be a short video. Oh, check out these wolf tracks. Oh man. Those look pretty fresh.
Bro,
there's another reason I'm keeping this video short. This month marks the 11th year I've been doing YouTube videos. I've done over 1,000 videos. And when I started doing YouTube videos, it was a fun way for me and my sons to spend time together. But they're in school now and I can't just pull them out anytime I want to go do these adventures. So I end up going by myself. And it's kind of blown up into this whole thing where now YouTube is taking me away from my children. And while there's a time and a place for dads to go do stuff on their own, it's gotten a bit much. And when I'm gone like this, it's a sacrifice to my family and my wife. So I'm gonna keep this video short. I'll only be gone one night and try to get home and see my family. Ooh, look at this. This is a perfect walking stick. Oh yeah.
Bro,
just following these wolf tracks, seeing where they lead. They're kind of heading in the direction of my car.
Fucking scavenger perk.
Check it out, those are vole prints. It's a little mouse that lives under the snow. He popped up on top, went hop, 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 and then dove down underneath the snow again. Foxes and owls love to eat those voles, and they have really good hearing. So they'll sit there and listen for the voles scurrying under the snow. Oh, look at this. See? Here's the fox print, and you can see the fox was digging for a vole. Really close to the car, I can hear the highway very loud now. Check it out, those are the wolf prints. Oh. All right guys, that's it for now. I'll see you next time. If you like that video, make sure to check out the Outdoor Boys YouTube channel where we have hundreds of videos just like this. And if you want to see our newest adventures, make sure to click subscribe so you'll get
shit, guys. Fuck, man. Fuck. I think for the final bit, I'm just gonna talk to y'all. I only got 7 minutes left. This shit was insane, I'm not gonna lie. This was definitely, well, this was the longest stream I've ever done. Before this, I believe my longest stream was like 3 hours. 4 hours, maybe. So to up that by 20, just out the blue, is, yeah, kind of crazy. I'm not gonna lie, that final Outdoors Boys video, I was kind of falling asleep throughout. Decent amount of new viewers come though. Yeah, I went up from like, so I went up 6 or 7 followers that stream, and then I also got like a raid. I got like a bunch of different viewers. It says someone clipped me. It says I got 1 clip, so I don't know when that was. Hopefully it wasn't when I was falling asleep during that Outdoors Boys video. But I'm gonna post that in the VOD anyway. So, I mean, motherfuckers will see that I'm just tired as fuck. Cause like, okay, yeah, I started at 7. I woke up at like 5 in the morning. So I've already been up over 24 hours. Like, I worked out yesterday, took a, like, you know, got ready for the stream. W fucking stream. Yeah, bro. Thank you. I fucking appreciate that. Dude, it's, that was tough. That was one of the most tough things I think I've done. the amount of times I got burnt out from like Siege or when I just died in Minecraft, I just wanted to get off. But you know, you gotta adapt and improvise and switch over to something else, and yeah, I don't know, it works. Let me start switching all my stuff over to the other monitor. For anyone that stopped in, going into work, sleep good as fuck, man. Thanks, bro. I gotta get up in a couple hours. I got a haircut at 1:30, but but I appreciate that, bro. That's crazy. You first came in my chat when you was at work yesterday, and now you're going to work, and I'm just now getting off. Yeah, though, that stream was fun as fuck. I appreciate any of the new viewers that came, stopped by, talked for a bit. Anybody who supported, shared the stream, anything like that. I do have another punishment now, so now I have to do chat. Somebody in chat's gonna get to buy something for my room. The limit's gonna be $50 on that though. We'll do that next stream. Just because I'm so fucking tired. I don't feel like going on stores and shit right now. Knowing my ass, I'll accidentally leak my like card information or something. But yeah, man, from 7 a.m. to 7 a.m. Thursday to Friday. I work tonight and everything too, man. Definitely not gonna be like the easiest shift, but hey, I'm no pussy. I will not, you know, cause like I could have cheated this and like sleep streamed, I guess, or you know, took breaks or stuff like that. But I really didn't. I tried to keep it like as much content as possible for 24 hours. So, like, I mean, I know we did some reactions near the end, but that's because literally I had nothing else. Bro. If I hopped on Siege, I was gonna, I wasn't streaming no more. I hope y'all fucked with Outlast was definitely my favorite part of the stream, though. Outlast was very, very fun. I had a lot of fun doing that. I think in the future, I don't know about 24 hours, but I definitely think we'll do more marathons and like just gaming marathons, because I really enjoyed playing that story game. And then also with like the costumes and stuff, I really fuck with doing that. It's like fun to get into like the vibe of doing it. Type shit. I don't know, can y'all see? Like, I know it was way darker at the start, but like I had blood literally all down my shit. Also, like, I don't know if y'all can see, I still got like a red all down my neck and shit. The camera's just kind of throwing it off a little bit. Damn, bro, I got a little over a minute. I appreciate everyone who showed up, though, again. Because today we ran Siege, Minecraft, Outlast, Zomboid, reaction videos. Like, bro, we did everything, bro. Siege, we did 1v1s, ranked. Fucking... That shit really was crazy as fuck, man. I'm gonna... Over the next couple days, you guys will get the VODs and shit. But I might not stream for like a day or two, because I'm gonna be uploading all the footage from this. So it might take a sec for me to stream again, or just maybe a day or two. Plus editing and all that shit. But that was definitely one of the most fun and challenging things I've ever done. I'm not gonna lie, staying up for days straight was so much easier as a kid. I'm so fucking tired right now, and I can't even go right to bed because I got that fake blood on me, so I gotta go shower. I don't want to lay in my bed with fucking fake blood on me. But yeah, bro. For anyone who followed, anybody who did anything like that, anybody who stopped in, much love. Appreciate y'all. You know, man, it's the H2K era, bro. This whole stream, motherfuckers was telling me I was crazy. I couldn't do it. I should think about it twice. Blah blah blah. You know, like, especially because my longest stream before this wasn't even 4 hours long. But hey, I'm not no bitch. I got the punishment. I'ma do it. And on God, I just want to give as much content to y'all as possible. So that's what I'm always do. I'm hoping by the time we get the next like long stream, like something like this, like if I get the 12-hour on the punishment wheel or something like that, I can figure out IRL streaming so I can like move around. Cause like it would have been so much easier today if I could like go places while I'm streaming. But instead I'm just here behind the desk. Which, don't get me wrong, I'm a gamer, so I like playing games. I like doing all that shit. I like y'all watching me. It's fun. But dude, sitting like this or up like this for 24 hours, it puts a strain on your neck and back. Like, I had to crack my neck probably like 10 times that entire stream. It sucks that we died in the Minecraft world, because that was the best that we had done so far. I'm hoping that like the next one's the final one, and then I can start like uploading the videos. But all these VODs are gonna go up. I believe I'm gonna start editing my first ever main channel video soon. That's gonna be coming up soon. Road to Champ, and well, it was gonna be Minecraft, but now it can't. Probably the Road to Champ, and I don't think I'm gonna post the. I mean, I'm gonna post the Zomboid VOD, but maybe Zomboid just becomes a game that's mostly funny moments instead of like a story, because I don't really play it for like a objective type of thing, or like a challenge. I kind of just play it to like fuck around. But yeah, let me know any content recommendations, anything like that, whether it's comments, whether it's fucking Twitch. I don't give a fuck, bro. DM me if you really got to. See, my camera's doing that weird shit when like too much movement's going on. Whoa. Fuck, man. That was definitely one of the top streams I've ever had. Nah, that was the best stream I've ever had. Even though I'm so deadbeat tired. That is the best stream I've ever had. We went 24 hours live. No one is as dedicated to this shit as me, bro. And it's not even for like nothing else other than to build a community and make other people laugh, bro. Good night though, y'all, man. Ha. Well, good night. It's 7 in the morning. Love y'all, man. I'm so fucking tired. I need to go to bed. But love y'all, boys. Thanks for showing out. Yeah, there's a heart. H2K era, man. We're taking over, bro. This is one step in the right direction. Consistency comes next. Peace out, man. I can't fucking drag this bitch on anymore.